filthy mangy mutt, rolls and rotten guts. Still we call dog a man's best friend. Well, she's no pedigree, she likes to drink where people poo and wee. Still we call dog a man's best friend. He dropped the turd on mother's roses, chewed father's garden hoses. Still we call dog a man's best friend. She came from the poor side of town, he came from the bloody pound, from the bloody pound. On sheep shit he likes to munch, then he'll spew it up and eat it for lunch. Still we call dog a man's best friend. He'll lick his bum and clean himself, then come and kiss you on the mouth. Still we call dog a man's best friend. When he wants to come inside and you let him in, you can guarantee that he'll wanna go outside again. If you invite your boss for tea, sure he'll try and hump the knee. Still we call dog a man's best friend. When you're dressed for town in your tidy drawers, he'll jump up with his muddy paws. Still we call dog a man's best friend. Looks as guilty as sin when she takes a poo, but you do it right in public in front of you. Still we call dog a man's best friend. But if you locked him in the boot of your car with your wife and went off and got drunk, who's going to be the happiest to see you? Later on you get back and open the trunk. He'll stay loyal if you're rich or poor, ugly as sin and you fart and snore, and that's why we call dog man's best friend. That's why we call dog a man's best friend.
Bob, come.
That's why we call dog a man's best friend.
Good boy. Bob, sit. Took your time. Good boy. Poke him. Good girl. Good dog. Choppy come. Doesn't like that gorse. Good boy, Choppy. Good dog. Choppy got a bit of action on a boar a wee while ago. Oh, Bob's found a mouse in there, a rat. Oh, yep. Was that a rat or a mouse, Bob? Where's it gone, Bob? Yeah, a rat, probably. These guys catch quite a few of them. Yeah, that one got away. Got quite a few rats on the farm. How you going, guys and girls? Oh, I wanted to talk about a couple of things today. One of the most important commands you can teach your dog, which is to come to you, and also want to talk a little bit about nutrition. First of all, the command come is probably one of the most stuffed up commands by people, and it's a really important command to learn. It can cost you your dog's life. I've got a mate, Steve. He used to have a dog called Buddy, and he could never get that dog to come. He'd always change his tone, you know, come here, get in, Buddy. And eventually his dog got run over by a truck because it wouldn't come when he wanted him to. Bob come, Bob come, Choppy come. The classic mistake people make is they get frustrated with their dog in a situation, they call it, and finally the dog comes, and then they tell the dog off. And all that does is reinforce the dog that if I come, I'm going to get a hiding or I'm going to get told off. So they will be a really difficult dog to come. And you see this with either putting your dog into the truck, into its dog box. There's guys that just can't get their dog up, and that's because they get frustrated. And eventually the dog feels it and the dog just freezes up. So you've got to be pretty chill when you're teaching your dog to come. It's very simple. The command's got to stay the same. It's got to be the dog's name first to get its attention, and then the command. I use the words come, some people say here. Doesn't matter so long as you keep it the same. Choppy, get your nose out of that sheep's bum, mate. Get away from that. Not a good idea. You'll get electric shock off it. Get away from it, Choppy. Leave it. I'll have that sheep for stock proofing. Everybody's a little bit chilled out this morning. We've been hunting full on all weekend. My dogs are hunting dogs. That's how we get our meat. The basic idea is to keep things as simple as possible as you can for your dogs. Don't confuse them. Their vocabulary is very limited. They don't have words the same way we have words. They've got their own dog language. In barking, they've got a language. You know, if they're doing a warning bark, they think something's coming on the property, they'll go ruff, ruff. And then if they see it and it comes towards them, it'll be or if they're playing, it'll be backwards, that sort of backwards, or high-pitched noises, and they're pleased, and low growling when they're really telling something off. So we use the same tones in our language to our dogs. If we're telling them off, we do low growls, or we growl like a dog. And when we're praising them, we use high-pitched voices. Good boy. That's why often female trainers with dogs are better than men, because they use the high-pitched voice and the dog responds better. So when you're doing this command calling your dog, you want to keep it very simple. You do not want to change your words. You're going to use the dog's name, say Bob, and the command come, or you might use the word here. It doesn't matter so long as it always stays the same and the tone stays the same. The frustration that people have when their dog doesn't come results in them changing the words to try and get another result. Call their dog, they say Bob come, and it doesn't come, so then they like Bob get in here, or over here, or come in, or get here. Now they start shouting and getting more pissed off with themselves, and the dog feeds off that and goes further away, and it escalates. So keep your command exactly the same, the dog's name, then the command, the tone the same, and when the dog comes, always give it a positive back, like a pat. Some people use food treats, I don't, but just a pat on the ears is what I give them, but always give them something positive. Bruno's just putting himself back into his box, and the reason he's done that is that's where I feed him, and it's feeding time here at the farm. Talk about nutrition, the don'ts, I've talked about this before, but again, don't feed your dogs cooked dog bones, don't feed them chocolate, don't feed them corn cobs, don't feed them onions, and there's a few other things to add to that list, but those are some basic ones. Dogs cannot process cellulose, vegetation, so a corn cob will stay in the gut and get stuck there. A lot of larger, particularly male dogs, get twisted bowel or stomach bloat, and that can also be attributed to feeding your dogs the likes of brisket bone as a core meal. There's nothing wrong with giving your dog a brisket bone, one brisket bone to chew on, but a lot of hunters I know, and also a lot of farmers, they get the brisket bones, you know, from the mutton, from the butcher, and it's a good fat content, but too much of that bone the dog can't process, because in nature a dog would generally, like a wolf, would eat a small animal like a rabbit or a hare or a possum or something, and it would crunch up all the bones of the rib cage, and that's where it gets its calcium from, but they can't break down the bigger ones, so not too much in the way of brisket bone, otherwise it will cost you a lot of money at the vets getting your dog's gut sorted out. Okay, I'll quickly talk about nutrition. What I feed my dogs on the farm here most of the time is stuff I shoot, kill. Today I've got in here a hare. That's a whole animal there. The perfect feed for a dog. You've got what's in the gut content, because the hare is a herbivore, it's broken down vegetation, so the dog can actually use that. Hey Bruno. You've got all the small bones inside the rib cage, all the small bones in the legs, lots of calcium, the dog can break that down and it can eat all that. Good nutrition. But trying to get whole animals all the time is hard work. So, what else are you going to buy? Here we go, Bruno. Leave it. Leave it. Eat up. In your box. Good boy. The two reasons I'm talking to you about Chunky Dog Roll is I've been using the product for years, and they have seen me use it on my channel, and they said to me, Clay, if you continually keep filming it and talking about it, we'll keep you in free dog roll. And that's what they do. Choppy, leave that alone. Just trying to get that bloody deer skin up on the tree there. Choppy, leave it. Leave it, Choppy. Good boy. Don't touch. Old red skin hanging up on the tree there. So that really helps out a big deal. And they have honoured that agreement. And all I've got to do is talk to you guys about it honestly and openly. And I'm not changing anything I've always done, because I've always fed it to them. The other reason I'm talking about it is it's just a bloody good product. You'll find if you start using it, your dogs start getting shinier coats, you get better performance in the field if you're hunting them or working them. If they're pets, you'll notice they put on condition if you can't keep the condition on them. And they love eating it. It's a really good value dog roll. I think it's the best on the market, that's why I use it. What you doing now, Choppy? Come and say good day, have you, mate? Hey? Hey, boy? Good dog. This is where Boar got him a couple of weeks ago. It's healing up pretty good, isn't it, Chop, eh? Choppy, eat up! The old duck coming up behind to get a bit of the chunky. I wouldn't take that risk, ducky. It looks like a big bowl for Choppy, but he's done a lot of work. Yeah, the old duck's going to have a try his luck. I wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't be doing that, duck. You're risking your neck, mate. That duck's bloody brave. Smart move. Just move along. Move along, duck. If that duck knew just how ferocious Choppy can be, it wouldn't be even coming close to that bowl of tucker. It's actually making Choppy faster than he normally would. Normally he'd be going a lot slower. You can see how he's making quick work of that dog roll. And I'll tell you what, duck, you're pushing it. Pretty much gone, eh? Good boy. Bob, come. Bob, sit. Bob in the truck. Up. Stay. Stay. Leave it. And if there's ever a dog that was going to choke on a dog roll, it'd be you, wouldn't it, mate? Because you just can't eat anything fast enough. Leave it. Eat up. Slow down, mate, slow down. So while Bob's eating, what I do is I take his food away from him. Leave it. Leave it. In your box. Get in. And then I put it back. Leave it. Eat up in the command. The reason I do that is just so Bob knows that I'm the boss. Keeps everything under control, eh, Bob? There's you made quick work of that, buddy. You're a good girl, eh? You're a good girl. Poe's my main dog. She's got Huntaway in her. Bit of Beardy. She's a very, very good girl, aren't she, eh? Caught a lot of pigs for me. Good dog. She's had a hard weekend. Poe in the truck. In your box. Get in. Poe, leave it. Good dog. Just a good girl. She'll be hungry as. Poe, eat up. Not the pig that Bob is. Is that a good girl, eh? Again, I'll take it away from her. Leave it. Just so she knows I'm still the boss. She's actually the alpha bitch of my pack. Leave it. In your box. Get in. Good girl. Leave it. Eat up. Good girl. Making pretty short work of that. Hope you enjoyed my little clip. Good luck with your own dogs, your training, your feeding, your hunting, working them, whatever you're doing, or if they're just pets that part of the family. And be good. And if you can't be good, then what, Choppy? Hey? Be careful. That's right, be careful. You finished, Poe? Go on, let's go for a walk. Come on.
He'll stay loyal if you're rich or poor, ugly as sin and you fart and snore, and that's why we call dog man's best friend. That's why we call dog a man's best friend. That's why we call